Yo guys, today we're going to watch an Echidnut video for his analysis and reaction for episode 5 season 4 Book of the Dead. Let's watch this.
Zero Day. I hope you guys enjoyed the last slice of life episode in the entire anime. This episode also had virtually zero cut content, but still a lot of new information we can analyze, as well as some new Shala.
Oh, zero cut content, really? I thought they cut more of Tifon's. Like, I feel like Tifon's that story was so short, but maybe it was really that short in the novel as well.
Scenes we can analyze later. Typhon's backstory was probably my favorite part of the episode.
Same.
In case you forgot, her authority of pride was extremely overpowered. She could just insta-kill people by judging them as sinful. I used to think she had to touch you, but apparently now it's a ranged attack, and I'd love
Damn, that's kind of insane, right?
to see what would happen if she used it on Reinhardt. Typhon's judgment scale, though, is based on if someone feels guilty about something, but the problem is everyone is a sinner and everyone feels guilty about something. For example, there was this one time when I took a shit at a girl's house and clogged her toilet, and instead of fixing it, I just left and said it wasn't me. So her parents had to unclog it later, and she got in trouble for
Dude, what the hell, Cat now? What the heck? That's so mean.
having a guy over because I guess they knew it was way too big of a dump for a mere woman to produce. But the point is, I did feel guilty for doing that. I don't regret it, but I also don't think a death sentence would be a fitting punishment for the crime. Typhon's problem was that she didn't distinguish between sins. The worst sin ever would still receive the same punishment as a minor inconvenience, and that's what made her so dangerous. Hence why they built an entire city just to trap and kill her. Anyway, I guess Subaru just basically
I guess, like I said, it's like he said, cruel innocence. That's what, or I think that's the word he said for describing Typhon. He has a cruel, very messed up innocence that it's kind of hard to kind of explain.
lived through Typhon's entire life by reading her book, and Julius was able to read one as well. By the way, remember the name Balleroy Temiglyph. Make sure you don't forget that name because it will be very important in about 7 years. But yeah, the Books of the Dead are books that
I guess it's related to arc. I don't know which arc. Like, but I know that it's an arc that's focused on Wallachia.
let you experience the lives and memories of dead people, under only the one condition that you had to know them personally. Now, I'm not sure exactly
Know them personally. If they ever heard of them, will it able to let us read? I just still don't know.
how it works, because let's say I read the book of Kobe Bryant, for example. Kobe was a lot older than me, so if I got to live through the entire life of Kobe Bryant, then wouldn't that make me more of Kobe than I am myself? And if that's the case, then do I get the pass? Maybe I'm misunderstanding how the Books of the Dead actually work,
I get the pass. That's messed up. I cannot.
because I feel like Subaru and Julius recovered pretty fast for experiencing another person's entire life, so maybe it just gives you more of like a summary of their life. Regardless, I kinda wish the characters stayed here a bit longer and read some more books. Meili actually raised a decent point about killing people, and it got me thinking. Obviously, this would never happen because Subaru isn't this type of person, but couldn't he technically just kill Shala, read her book and learn all the secrets of the tower, and then
I didn't even think about that. Holy, but what if he kills Shala? Like, is that like if I was, I was like I love Shala. I don't want to kill her, but it does. Akina does make a great point. Like, what if we kill Shala and then read the book, and after knowing all the information about it, we kill ourselves and then reset, and then Shala is alive again. Yeah, it's some game type of shit, bro. But yeah, Subaru is not that type of guy, and with how his looping works, I'm scared that the checkpoint suddenly just get put there immediately. After Shala died, like, I don't know, Satellite is doing some mess up shit with the checkpointing.
use Return by Death to undo it.
Yeah.
And if her book really allows you to access the entire 400 years of Shala's life, then how many times would you get to watch her pee? I know there's probably billions of books, and it would take forever to find a name that you actually recognize, but just imagine how much lore we would get from spending one more episode in here and watching everyone's backstory. Who
True, but
are some dead people? We've got Elsa, Betelgeuse, Regulus.
that's a lot of things. Echidna, dude, you did, like, as someone who's, well, is Echidnut technically alive now? Like she's was dead. Wait, is she even dead? I think she's just sealed. I don't know, bro.
Theresia, Kurgan, Jeffrey. Well, no, he's probably still alive. Typhon, Echidna, Minerva,
Echidna, yeah.
Daphne, Sekhmet, Carmilla, Hector, Roswell's A through K, the entire Lagunican royal family. Reinhardt even technically died last
True.
season, but I don't know if that counts. And oh yeah, Subaru.
Ooh,
Does
yeah.
Subaru get a book? Or
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
maybe he gets like 30 volumes. And what about the other characters that died
I was saying that too in the reaction. What if the other characters that died during the loops? Like, do they get a book?
in each loop? Do those deaths count towards the books as well? I feel like there's just so much we could learn from this library,
yeah.
and I'm also curious, if you guys could read any dead character's book, who would you pick?
Who would I pick? I don't even think what. Maybe some manga author or something. Some sort of author that's supposed to end the series and then berserk author. Like I want to know what he thinks about before he ended the story. But the story is still getting what I call written by his friend, right? Like I was thinking, like in a sense, like authors that die before they can complete their story. Like yeah, I was like that. Like authors that die before they can complete the story. There's some authors that. Oh, I remember. Like I think I remember an author that I was sad that he or she died before they can complete the story, and I remember Family of Zero. Yeah, that anime, that isekai anime. Like I I I watched all seasons with it with my friend, and kind of sad that it didn't get continued. But then I realized that he died. Like literally the author died before he can complete, and they decided to not continue the story of the anime because to give respect to him.
Let me know your choice in the comments. I think mine is probably pretty obvious. I literally named my YouTube channel after Echidna.
Oh, you meant ReZero characters. Okay, ReZero characters. Flugel. Flugel Satella hasn't died. Yeah, I'll probably pick Flugel. I want to know what the like. I will assume Flugel died, right? Like if Flugel book is not here, then that's insane.
But no bullshit, I feel like her book would practically explain the entire story of ReZero. I mean, Echidna was involved in
so I think that's true. Like I think Echidna is way more better. Like well, either Echidna or Flugel. That's what I think. Like both of them, I think like Flugel is a sage and Echidna is a hungry knowledge hungry character. So yeah.
basically every major event in ReZero's history. She's even involved in a lot of current events 400 years after her death, but her book would just have so much lore, and I feel like her backstory would reveal so many mysteries and probably tie together almost every plot point in the story.
True.
Or maybe I'm just a simp, I don't know. Anyway, Shala explained.
Yeah, maybe she's a simp, but I don't think. Like I genuinely think he is right though. Well, maybe Reinhardt would be cool, but I don't know if like he said, I don't think he is considered a death because he got revived back from his, you know, divine protection.
The rules of the tower and says that if the rules are broken, she will transform into a killing machine, which at first sounded like a metaphor, but then she said something about keeping her body, which implies that she might have meant she would literally transform into a killing machine. Also, if you remember last video, I did a bit of LARPing and started theory crafting that Shala was another artificial spirit created by Echidna, but this episode, Shala actually denies that, so she's not a spirit. What is she? A fucking baddie, obviously, but aside from that, I'm not sure. I'm just an anime only, but I will say they have been dropping some pretty subtle hints. You probably haven't noticed it yet because whenever she's on the screen, all you do is stare at her chest, but if there's any gay guys watching this, let us know if you have any theories. I did
think that she was like a robot or like a puppet or something akin to that.
think it was funny how she started dissing spirits right in front of literally Julius the Spirit Knight, Anastasia who's possessed by a spirit, Beatrice who is a spirit, Subaru a spirit user, and Amelia another spirit user. Crunchyroll mistranslated this as fairies, which are a totally different thing than spirit.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But spirits are what Shala meant to say here. Anyway, the rules of the tower are basically don't leave the tower, don't damage the tower, don't disrespect the library, and don't violate the rules of the exams. The exams have different rules than the tower, except they haven't been explicitly stated, so we'll just have to wait and see. And again, Shala mentions that the top floor of the tower is the first floor, which implies that it's either upside down or it was built from the top down. Whatever.
I wonder why. It's such a weird thing. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it's kind of related to Subaru, but I don't know why. Like, I feel like this must be something related to Subaru only, or related to something, a knowledge that what you call related to the stars or something like that. Like, because this is not normal.
That means, I don't know, but we are stuck here because, again, the first rule is that we can't leave until we pass all the exams. This second exam is going to involve this man who is obviously the first Sword Saint Reed. He doesn't give his name, but instead calls himself the Stick Swinger, except last episode Shala said Reed was the Stick Swinger. So yes, this is Reed Estrella, the first Sword Saint, who was known to have killed dragons and witches. And his trial is for us to get him to move one single step.
Is that even possible? He's the second strongest character in ReZero. Like, obviously, people argue that Satella is the second strongest, but the problem is that the reason why Satella considered to be the second strongest is just because immortality, the immortality hacks. Other than that, in terms of pure power, Reed is the second strongest. The obviously the strongest is obviously, Reinhardt. Like, it's not a surprise anymore.
So if that's all it takes to pass the exam, then obviously it isn't going to be as simple as it sounds because he's probably extremely powerful. What we do know about Reed is that Reinhardt is stronger than him. The author has confirmed that Reinhardt is the absolute strongest character in ReZero, but this guy Reed is basically the father of the Sword Saint lineage, and Reinhardt's dragon sword is literally named after him, so he's not someone to be slept on, and you can kinda tell based on Shala's reaction.
Damn, Shala just fainted there. Bro she's so traumatized by him. Like, how mean can you be that you can make someone foam from their mouth after just witnessing them again?
Next episode will be titled Julius Juculius, so it's obviously going to be him versus Reed, and we can probably...
Ooh, really? Oh, fuck. Julius, can you do it? Oh...
expect a really epic fight scene, so I'm unbelievably hyped for that. One more thing about Typhon's backstory I found interesting was how it also kind of reiterates the fact that the witches were not necessarily evil. Yes, they caused catastrophic amounts of destruction, but there was never any malice behind it. They were basically just natural disasters similar to a hurricane or a tsunami. It's not like they want to hurt people, they just can't help it because that's what they are. Echidna was a bit different though. She did evil things on purpose while being fully aware that they were evil. However, as an Echidna defender, I could make the argument that maybe what she did was a necessary sacrifice for the greater good.
Damn, what a defender, bro. Holy. Do you then. Die with protecting your girl.
Good. Kinda like when a scientist puts a mouse through a terribly painful and unethical experiment in order to create a medicine that saves millions of lives. That could be the nature of Echidna's evil acts. Maybe her goal, whatever it is, could be a noble one and possibly a net positive overall. However, there is another witch. Pandora is just straight up evil as fuck. She's the only witch who is completely unredeemable. She obviously enjoys hurting people, and she seems to have a habit of turning people into monsters and then forcing them to hurt more people. She's just a sadistic piece of shit who...
But we don't know anything about her. Like, generally, we don't know anything about her at all. Like, she showed up in second season and then just stop appearing.
Who either wants full control over the world or simply just wants to destroy.
And not only that, we also see the Hector, right? Like the Warlock of, I forgot the name, of Melancholy, like the two scenes that is outside of the 7 deadly scenes. Like they show up in one season and then never show up again. Well, we we saw all the scenes here when I actually think about it.
Destroy it. Anyway, I've been getting a question a lot in the comments. Some of you are wondering if I'm an anime only or a novel reader, and the truth is, I don't know. You see, in real life, my memories got eaten by the Archbishop of Gluttony. So I guess it's possible that I was a novel reader in the past, but as of today, all I know is that this episode was a 10 out of 10. Thanks everyone for watching. Next week is gonna be
The love is real. Great video from Echidnut. Did we learn something? No. But at least someone have the same opinion as me, which is about the Book of the Dead, where what if do Subaru get a book? Do people that die in Subaru's loop get a book? We don't know. But yeah, good to see. Like if Subaru gets a book, what happened? Like this is the only way someone can know about Subaru's death. And we don't know, like I don't know, will it trigger like if someone read the book of the death of Subaru, would that trigger Satella? I don't know. Like whenever he sees something, the hand, Satella's, I would assume that Satella's shadow hand will always try to kill someone or something. So like if someone read the book of the death of Subaru and knows the existence of Return by Death, what will happen? I don't know. Like will Satella just form? Like will Satella just break the seal? Like we have seen Satella somehow. Like I don't know how. Is there even Satella at that point? I don't know. Like how the hell she appear in season 2? Like I don't think nothing has ever explained how she appeared there. Or maybe there is explanation and I just didn't able to didn't read that content. But how the hell she appear in season 2 just like that? Unless she used Emilia as the vessel for to do that shit, I don't know. But yeah, then that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoy, please subscribe and please share the video to see more of my content. And yeah, peace out.